Story number 5. The challenge of business expansion. I was now a mini landlord at my video library, making huge profits from the tenants. My harsh experiences had taught me to save the money the business was making, and I did so meticulously. I made it a habit to take off a certain percentage and keep it aside as savings on a daily basis. This went on for some time until I felt the need to expand my business. I foresaw my video library growing into a giant business, and thus with the excitement of the fattening savings box came the desire to expand. This was in line with my earlier resolution to always have plan B, C, D, and F. Without further thought, second thoughts are often dismissed as deceptive, I set out to expand my business. I was convinced that this was the right time, and I quickly embarked on looking for 2 locations, one for a CD writing business and the other for our second branch, D&D Videos 2. I found the first one almost immediately, a strategic spot in Wandegere. Looking for the second location was starting to feel like pushing a truck of logs up a hill. Just as I was about to give up, I landed on an unoccupied container next to a motor garage opposite Mengo Senior Secondary School in Nankulabye. It was a very busy area, and thus it appeared to offer everything I could desire in a location. I occupied it immediately after finalizing paperwork with the responsible authorities. How deceptive appearances can be. The Nankulabye location took me right back to primary English lessons where we were taught never to judge a book by its cover. It was a decision I regretted painfully. The new branch struggled a lot and did not make good sales, so it started milking the one in Wandegere in order to pay rent and meet all the other costs. Eventually, it depleted all my savings. The first lesson I learned from the endeavor to expand was that one should not put up a business simply because one has landed on unoccupied premises. I see many people rush to new buildings to book space, and when you ask them what they want to do there, they say they will think about it later as they just do not want to lose the space. What a blunder. It is the type of business we want to do and the clientele that should determine the suitable location to look out for. They say assumption is the mother of all failure. So the second lesson was that we should always do market research and not just make assumptions. It was a grave error to take it for granted that secondary school students should borrow or buy movies in those days. My excited mind was deceived by the large amount of traffic in that area. Secondary school students are at a stage where they depend on their parents for everything. The majority of them can hardly afford such movies, and they do not have the time to watch them. I am sure we all know how hard it is for students to watch movies at home when their parents are asking about homework and reports. Actually, it is schools that make arrangements for students to watch some movies at school in a regulated manner. So for me to have thought that I could sell movies to them was a gross miscalculation. There is a Runyankole proverb that goes, "Owashwera abuza," which means that before you take a bride, you must do your research well. Find out as much as you can about her life before you make a decision. The wise men or women of old who came up with this proverb wanted to avoid mistakes stemming from relying on assumptions. It is a mistake I will never repeat.